It's fun when you go to like one and you just know thank you. Thank you is good.
In Bahasa or Indonesia or something when you say, and they're like, what the?
And they're like,
Hey.
yeah.
Are you in Indonesia?
And then if you learn something you're not supposed to learn, you really freak them out. Like my older sister joined the Navy pretty old, and she joined the language. They sent her to the National Language Institute in Monterey, California, to learn Mandarin.
Oh damn!
And so she's in this like intensive Mandarin stuff. And then we go out to eat one time, and the waiter is like one of those, like Japanese steakhouse, but they just, are you Asian? They're like, you can do it. So
I'm Cambodian.
they're blown away.
Just get in there.
Yeah, just get in there. And we're Americans. We don't know.
Yeah.
So the guy's chopping up the food, and she starts speaking Mandarin, and this dude has a knife, and he goes, and drops it. They're blown away.
Let's do a Two Bears Live in Wyoming, and we're gonna
A diversity special?
A diversity special where we go in, all our bits are going in and meeting the
Yeah, the non-whites. Will you ride horseback?
fuck yes.
You like horses?
Fuck yes.
Okay.
I fucking love horses.
You like
I
riding?
fucking love horses.
Okay.
I love horses. I love cowboy hats. I love tight jeans. I love chewing tobacco. I love whiskey. I love everything that Wyoming stands for, and I can't wait to see more of Wyoming. I got food poisoning.
Have some donuts.
This was fucking. I ate so much shit. I was on a tear. I weighed in at 258 with clothes on. I was like,
Wait.
I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna weigh myself, see where I'm at. I'm gonna spend time losing weight. I get on, and it's 258, and I am crushed. I'm like, fuck it. In my head, I go, let's just get to 260 and start. Like, why fucking piss and moan about 258? And I was on a tear. I had ice cream. I had 2 different types of pasta. I was drinking Tito's.
This
I
is
had a dip.
after you saw 250.
This is after 258. I'm like, fuck this. Fuck it. I'm drinking beers before the meeting at TBS. We go on a pitch at TBS. We have beers down at Claim Jumpers. I get an app at Claim Jumpers. I'm drinking beers in the meeting at TBS. I had 2 beers in the meeting at TBS.
We wrote a sketch about Two Bears, One Cave one time. It was an animated thing where it's like these 2 guys are in the woods, and it's the winter's coming, and they're 2 bears, and they live together, and they're like, hey, do we have enough food for the winter? What is it called? Do we have, and then the guy's like, yeah, but like, I don't think I have enough cum inside of me.
Yeah, so like the one I was telling you about yesterday.
And
they just keep fucking, and every time they stop fucking, they go, wait, what about the food?
yeah, that's the show?
Half sold a TV show based on me and you being gay. They're like, wait, what would start it? And I go, just Rob eating lollipops. Just me, you, and him in a canoe, and he's eating a lollipop. Me and you were like, motherfucker.
Sometimes I cast a large wake, and I don't pay attention to other people's feelings, and it's the Bert show, and I don't allow room for other people, and I'm working on that. I'm working on that.
This is a very self-aware Bert we're talking to right now.
Do you remember why you yelled at me, Bert? Do you remember exactly what it was?
No, what?
I believe I said, like I think I said like, I was okay with Thai food, or I was downstairs when you guys, and you said, don't you ever say you wanted Thai food.
Hey, I love that you accept me for my flaws.
We wanted to fight so bad too, and I just started laughing. It was so dumb.
I will admit, I'm a tough friend to be friends with.
Yeah.
I think someone's breaking into my house. Yeah, Leanne stole my orgasms for a period of time, and I was fucked with my head. She was talking when I had my orgasm. She'd say something, and it was fucking stealing the feeling. No, the first time I was about to have an orgasm, and she saw it happening in my eyes, and she went, "Oh, look at him." And I was like, don't do that. Like, if you see me have an orgasm, shut your fucking mouth. So, and then she did it again. The next time we did it, I was about to have an orgasm, and she was like, "Oh, you have a hair on your face." And then I started, and not to fuck up other people's orgasms, but when I started getting close, my brain started yelling weird shit.
And then I'll meet you here.
You see your son with his fucking notebook, just his backpack on?
Okay.
Now I have fucking heartburn. And you name all your 10 kids right now. Go.
I want to take Mama Leah, Christiana, Zaria, Honest, Kiyomi, Taylor, and it's one missing in here. Malia.
Dude,
Malia.
I got 9 uncles and I've known my whole life and I couldn't name them. It's when they double punch. They forget that they're recording and they turn it off.
Oh. Have you had that on a shoot?
Have I had that on a shoot? I've had that on a bungee jump. I've had that skydiving. I've had double punches all the fucking
And then
time.
are they like, hey, Bert, that was double punch, our bad?
I've gotten caught drinking in planes a lot.
Really?
I'm terrified of flying. I'm terrified of a lot of things.
Haven't you gotten better at that though?
I did. I flew here yesterday sober.
See?
Yeah.
You told me you weren't. Well, you know.
But it takes. I don't know. That's the shit I need to talk about in therapy. Like why I like if we order food.
Yeah.
I feel like it all needs to be eaten. And if we order wine, I feel like I can't leave the bottle. I want to drink it.
Yeah.
I can't. If I light a cigar, I can't just smoke half of it.
You got it.
Yeah, I got to do everything. I want to do everything. I have a hard time leaving stuff on the plate.
Yeah, that's a good one to talk about.
No, there's a list. I've started writing a list.
What do you think is the reason that you can't leave the food or the drink?
I don't know. It's like I grew up in the Depression. I just feel like it's wasteful. Wyoming is top 10 states that has a non-Hispanic white population.
That is over 90%.
It's 90% white people in Wyoming?
Yeah, the state has one of the lowest populations of African-American residents in the nation, ranking 42 out of 50. Also has the 4th lowest percentage of Asian residents. It's literally what you've been dreaming about. It's everything.
Wait, Wyoming has 90% whites.
Yeah,
Do you know what
non-Hispanic
that means?
white.
Let's walk you through what that means, okay?
Yeah.
Go to a basketball court and you're fucking bawling.
Yeah.
You walk into any public basketball court and you're like, hey, I got next. And they're like, ooh, this guy's good.
Yeah.
What else does that mean?
If it's all white all the time,
There's no Asians, no Hispanics, no black people.
you're the smartest guy in the room sometimes. You know?
Sometimes you're always the most fucking liberal.
Yeah. Yeah. Very.
It's so amazing, like how accepted it is that they're like. I was talking to my friend and his son's gay, and I was like, my first instinct was like, whoa, and he was like, yeah, it's what the cool kids are doing these days,
just being gay.
and I was like, that's so funny that that was the exact opposite
Of what? Yeah.
when I was in high school. Like if you sucked a dude's dick, it was actually the least cool thing you could do. Like if you were like, yeah, I sucked his dick, isn't that cool? They'd be like, what do you do?
Who was like, yeah, I sucked his dick. It was cool. Nobody said that.
No one said that in high school. No one's like, dude, I've been sucking these dudes' dicks.
It was fucking awesome.
High five. And then everyone would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? How is that possible that like just in like 30 years?
And I was so lucky that the next day was an off day. We had very few like days off between shows, but it was an actual day off. And that night I'm like, at first you're like, do I lay down to go to sleep and I'm like, I feel like I have indigestion or something. This is weird.
Oh, like a bubble burp.
Yeah, I'm like, what is
I've been
this?
there.
And like, I go to the bathroom and I'm like, I'm thinking like, do I have to take a shit? And then I stand up and I wash my hands and I'm going back and I'm about to walk back to the bed. I'm like, no, it's something else. I can't quite figure it out. And then I just walk back and I vomit so violently, like so uncontrolled, like waves of it, like, rah, and I was like, holy fuck.